So dear students, moving to some new types of question today in this chapter number 14 of coordinate geometry. So here I have a new question for you, and the question is, find a point on x-axis which is equidistant from the point 7, 6 and minus 3, 4. Means you have to find a point on the x-axis. Okay, let's say this is the x-axis and this is the y-axis. Now in this x-axis you have to find a point such that, let's say the point on this is the x-axis, complete one. Let's say the point is here. Okay, now you have to find a point on the x-axis. So what will be the point on the x-axis? Can you tell me the name of the point? Yes, in x-axis y coordinate is always 0, because in x-axis the point is here or wherever. Y coordinate will always be 0 because y coordinate is upside. So in x-axis, anywhere if you take any point on the x-axis, the coordinates will be x, 0. These are the coordinates of the point on the x-axis. If you want to take any point on the x-axis, suppose you take a point here, so the point can be p, 0. Okay, can be q, 0. Means the abscissa will be something, but ordinate will always be 0, because here y coordinate will always be 0 in the x-axis. So same way it is saying that find a point on the x-axis. In the x-axis you have to find a point. Let's say this is the point P. Okay, this is the point P. Now you have to find a point that is P. So the point will be x, 0. Why x, 0? Because abscissa will be something. Like here I have written abscissa x, but ordinate means the y coordinate will always be 0 in the x axis. Are you getting this? Now again let me read the question. Find a point on the x axis which is equidistant from the point 7, 6 and minus 3, 4. Now this is the point, and the distance of this point from these 2 points. Let's say this is the point 7, 6, somewhere here. Let's say this is the point 7, 6, and another point is also there, that is minus 3, 4. Let's say this point is here, minus 3, 4. So you have been given that this point with the point which is in the x-axis, this is equidistant from this, and this means this distance as well as this distance, these both distances are same. Means this distance and this distance, these both distances are same. This has been given. Means the point on the x-axis is equidistant from this and this. Let's say this is point Q and this is point R. What has been given? You have been given PQ is equals to PR. This has been given to you. Are you getting this? Now we will use here the distance formula. Okay, first we'll find out PQ, then we'll find out PR, then both will be equal. Will be equal or not? Because this point is equidistant from this also and this also. Means this distance and this, both the distances are same. Are you getting this? Yes. So first we'll find out PQ. Answer here. PQ will be how much? PQ under root x2 minus x1. Let's say this is x2 and this is y2 and this is x1 and this is y1. So x2 minus x1. So means x minus 7 whole square plus y2 minus y1 means 0, minus 6 whole square. Getting this? So it will be how much? Under root x square a minus b whole square. So it will be a square plus b square, that will be 49, minus 2ab, 2 7 are 14x, minus 14x. This is 9. Okay. Now here 0, minus 6. 0 minus 6 is minus 6. Square of minus 6 is plus 36. So you can write PQ equals to square root of x square minus 14x. 49 plus 36 will be how much? 9 plus 6, 15, 5, carry 1, 4 plus 3, 7 plus 1, 8. So it will be 85. So this is PQ. Now we will find out PR. So for PR, this is x2, y2 and this you take as x1, y1. So x2 minus x1 whole square means x minus minus 3 whole square means x minus minus 3. So will become plus 3 whole square plus 0 y2 minus y1, 0 minus 4 whole square. Distance formula you are knowing now. X2 minus x whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. This formula we have told in the first lecture. Very first one. Okay. So from here, PR will be equals to square root of a plus b whole square. So it will be a square plus b square plus 2ab. 2 3 ja 6x plus 0 minus 4 is minus 4. Minus 4 square is plus 16. So from here it implies value of PR will be equals to x square plus 6x 9 plus 16 will be 25. So this will be PR and this will be PQ. But according to the question what has been given to you, the question says that the point P is equidistant from R and Q, means PQ is equals to PR has been given in the question. Now here write, since PQ is equals to PR, this you have been given. Why given? Because X, this point is equidistant. Okay, so PQ is equals to PR has been given. So PQ is how much? Under root square root of x square minus 14x plus 85 equals to PR is how much? X square plus 6x plus 25. This is PR and this is PQ. Now both sides are having the square root. Now you will write there squaring both sides. So while you are squaring both sides, so this square or root also will be removed. This square root also will be removed. So here you write squaring both sides. So while you are squaring both sides, square root of both sides will be removed. So what will be left? X square minus 14x plus 85 will be equals to x square plus 6x plus 25. X square and x square will cancel each other. Getting? Both x square will cancel each other. Okay. Now all will come here. This minus 14x will come here, become plus 14. Okay. This 25 will go there now. Okay. So bring this minus 14x here. So it will be 6x minus 14x will come here. So it will become plus 14x equals to 85. 85 will remain there. Okay. Don't bring it back. Plus 85. But this plus 25 will go there. So it will become minus 25. Why have I done this? I want to take x and x together. So 6x plus 14x will be how much? 20x. And here you subtract 0, 60. So from here value of x will be 60 divided by 20. So x will be 3. So the point is 3, 0. Here you write. Hence the point on x-axis is 3, 0. Means this point is 3, 0. Value of x is 3, 3, 0. So means this point will be equidistant from these 2 points. Okay. Now remember one more thing. Suppose the question would be like this. Find a point on y-axis. In place of x, suppose I have written there y. Let's say. Okay. Find a point on y-axis which is equidistant from these 2 points. Now you have to find a point on y-axis, not on x-axis. Now we will take this point not here. We will take this point in y-axis now. What will be the point? Just look here. Just look here. Just look here. Just look here. Let's say the point is here somewhere. And the point. Find a point on the y-axis. Let the point in the y-axis is P. And the coordinate of that point will be what? X, 0? No. In y-axis, the x coordinate will be 0. Remember this. In x-axis, the y coordinate was 0. But in the y-axis, the x coordinate will be 0. Means the point on the y-axis will be 0, y. Remember this. Okay. Now the point, if you want to take the point in the y-axis, so the point you will take here 0, y. Not y, 0. Remember this. Because here abscissa will be 0 in the y-axis. Okay. Now suppose the question would be like this. Find a point of y-axis which is equidistant from these 2 points. So these 2 points you have written as it is 7, 6 minus 3, 4. Let's say 7, 6 is here. And minus 3, 4 is here. Okay. Now let's say this point is R and this point is Q. So this is P. So first again you find out PQ, then you find out PR, both equal. At last you will get the value of Y. So hence the point on the y-axis will be 0, whatever the value of y that you can write here. Okay. So same, both way it is same. Okay. If the question would be like the point on the x-axis, then similar way we have done. If the question would be like this, find a point on the y-axis, then you would have written the point here as 0, y. Remember this also. Okay. Any point, if you want to take a point in the x-axis, the point will be x, 0 anywhere. If you want to take point in the y-axis, the point will always be 0, y. Remember this also. That you always have to remember. Are you getting this? Very good. Okay. So this was the first type of question which we have done today. Okay. Now we will just note it down. Now if you have noted, now we will do the next type of question today. Okay. And the similar questions I will give you for your homework. Getting this? Good. Okay. Now I'm writing the question, that is the next type of question. So that the points, question is, so that the points -2, -4, 4, 0, then the next point is, how much it is? Let's say, okay, I have written wrong here. -4, -1. Next point is -2, -4. Next is 4, 0. And next is 2, 3. 2, 3 are the vertices of a rectangle. This you have to show now. What you have to show? You have to show that these 4 points form a rectangle. Rectangle you are knowing, na? Opposite sides are parallel and equal, and the diagonals also equal. This forms a rectangle. Okay. Now you have to tell whether these 4 points are making a rectangle or not. But yes, they are making a rectangle. You have to show this. You have to prove this. How they are making. Okay. Let me write. Let A point is -4, -1. B point you take as -2, -4. C you take as 4, 0, and then D you take it as 2, 3. These are your 4 points. These are the points. Okay. Now you have to prove whether these 4 points are making, how these 4 points are making a rectangle. So a rectangle is like this. Let me make it correct first. A rectangle is like this. Let's say this is point A, this is B, this is C, and this is D. What is a rectangle? A rectangle is a parallelogram whose 4 sides are equal, but its diagonals are also equal. You must be knowing this. Rectangle has opposite sides equal and diagonals also equal. Means what you have to show? You have to show AB is equal to CD. You have to show BC is equal to AD, and then you have to show AC is equal to BD. If you are just able to prove this, able to show these equal, then you can say yes, these 4 points make a rectangle, form a rectangle. Okay. So first we will find out AB. What is A? Let me write here -4, -1. B is -2, -4. C is 4, 0, and D is 2, 3. Okay. So first we will find out AB using the distance formula. AB equals to, you must know x2 minus x1. So this is x2, this is y2, this is x1, and this is y1. x2 minus x1. here you have to write x2 minus x1 means minus 4 minus 2 means this will become plus 2. Minus 4 x2 minus x1 na. So minus 4 minus, again minus is already there, so it will become plus 2 whole square plus y2 minus y1. y2 is how much? Minus 1 minus y1 is minus 4, so this will become plus 4 whole square. Getting this? So from here, now look here, minus plus always subtracted, sign will be of the greater one, so it will be minus 2. Minus 2 square is plus 4. Plus 4 minus 1 is 3 and 3 square is 9, so it will be under root 13. This is the value of AB. Now we will find out CD, whether CD and AB are equal or not. Now we will find out CD. Okay, CD. Let's say this is x2, y2, x1, y1. Getting this? CD. Yeah. x2, y2, x1, y1. So 4 minus 2 whole square plus 0 minus 3 whole square. Okay. So it will be 4 minus 2 is 2. Square of 2 is 4. So it will be under root 4 plus 0 minus 3 square of minus 3 is 9. So again it is coming as under root 30. Means both are same. Means this and this, AB and CD are equal. Now we'll check whether BC and AD are also equal. Let's check it. BC. Find out BC. So for finding out BC, you will take B as x2, y2 and C as x1, y1. Okay. Now look. Minus 2 minus 4 whole square plus y2 minus 1 minus 4 minus 0 whole square. So it will be minus minus added, sign is of minus, so minus 6 square of minus 6 is 36. Minus 4 minus 0 minus 4 square is 16. So it will be how much? How much? Correct it is? Yes. 6 plus 6, 12, 3 plus 1, 4, 4 plus 1, 5. It is coming as square root of 52. Clear? BC is this much. Minus 2 minus 4 whole square, minus 4 minus 0 whole square. Yes, it's clear. Now BC, now we'll find out AD. This you remove. Now we'll find out AD. So A, this you take as x2, y2 and this you take as x1, y1. Anyone you can take x1, y1 and x2, y2. I can take this one also x2, y2 and this one as x1, y1. So no problem is there. Okay. But for convenience I am writing A as x2, y2 and D as x1, y1. I am finding out AD. Okay. Now minus 4 minus 2 whole square. Minus 4 minus 2 whole square plus minus 1 minus 3 whole square. Minus 1 minus 3 whole square. So it will be minus 4 minus 2 minus 6 square is plus 36. Minus 1 minus 3 minus 4 square is 16. So again it is coming as square root of 52. It means AB is equals to CD and BC is equals to AD. Now if this is so, you can say yes, it's a parallelogram because a parallelogram has opposite sides equal. A parallelogram has opposite sides equal. Now here you can write, since AB is equals to CD and BC is equals to AD, yes or not? Hence ABCD is a parallelogram. Here you can write, hence ABCD is a parallelogram. But you have to prove parallelogram? No, you have to prove it as rectangle. For finding out, showing the parallelogram, these four things are same. Okay, this will work. Now for if you have to prove it's a rectangle, you have to prove it's a rectangle. So what you have to find out? You have to find out the diagonal also, AC and BD also. Now we will check AC and BD. Now I'll find out AC. AC will be equals to how much? AC, this is x2 y2, this you take as x1 y1. So minus 4 whole square plus minus 1 minus 0 whole square. So it will be AC will be equals to minus 4 minus 8 square is 64 plus minus 1 square is plus 1, so it is coming as square root of 65. This is AC. Now you have to find out BD. Just find out BD. Let's say how much it is coming. BD, let's say this is x2 y2 and this is x1 y1. So minus 2 whole square plus minus 4 minus 3 whole square. Let's check it. Minus 2 minus 4 square is 16. Minus added minus 7 square is 49. So again if you will add it, again it will come 65. Now diagonals are also equal. AC is equals to BD. Now here you write, since AC is equals to BD, now here write, hence ABCD is a rectangle. Are you getting? So this is how we will prove it as a rectangle. Are you getting now how to prove it as a rectangle and how to prove it as a parallelogram? So if the question it would be like this, show that the point this are the vertices of a parallelogram. So only up to here you have to do. Only up to here. If the question is like this, show that this form a rectangle. So up to here you do. Okay. Yes. Now one more thing I have to tell. It's clear? Now suppose the question would be like this. Show that the points this are the vertices of a square. So what is a square? A square here all the four sides equal and the diagonals also equal in a square. So for proving it as a square, so you have to prove first AB, CD, BC all should be equal, like AB is coming root 13, CD also this, BC also should be coming under root 13, then AD also should be coming this. Okay, then you can say yes, it's a parallelogram. Then after you have to prove the two diagonals also equal. Let's say the diagonal is coming under root 20 and BD also coming under root 20. So at the last you will have to write yes, ABCD is a square. Okay, so for proving a square, what you will do? Suppose the question would be like this, prove that it's a square. So you would have to prove AB. First you find out AB, then CD, then this, all are same. So you will write there, hence it's a parallelogram. Now find out the diagonal also, AC and BD also. AC. Now if diagonals are also same coming, then you write here, hence ABCD is a square. Okay. So similar question I am giving for your homework now. Okay. Just note it down. Let me get this now. Now some other questions I am writing on the board here and it will be your homework. Similar questions I have taken from the R.D. Sharma notebook. Okay. Question is, show that the vertices, show that the points, show that the points 1, minus 2, then how much it is? Let me check it. 1, minus 2, 3, 1, okay, 5, 10, and 3, 2 are the vertices of a parallelogram. Are the vertices of a parallelogram. So parallelogram is, first you find out AB, then you find out CD, then you find out BC, then you find out AD. If all these four are coming, means AB and CD are coming same, BC and AD are coming same, then you will say yes, it's a parallelogram. Then no need to find out this diagonal. Okay, for rectangle, and in case of rectangle and square you will find out diagonal also, but not in case of the parallelogram. Only 4 sides you have to find out there. Okay, so next question is show that 1,7, 4,2, -1, -1, and -4, are the vertices of a square. Are the vertices of a square. So for showing it as a square, so what you will prove? First you will find out AB, then you will find out CD, both should be coming same. Then you will find out BC, then you will find out AD also. Again all are coming same. Means AB, BC, CD, AD all are coming same. Then you will write there, hence it's a parallelogram. Then after this you will find out the diagonal also, AC and BD. If the diagonals are also coming same, then you will at the last you will write, hence ABCD forms a square. Okay, so this is how you will solve these two questions. So some new type of question we will do in the lectures ahead. Okay, till then keep watching.